show me.
When every text is destroyed, it will mark the beginning of a new chapter, just as the firebrand says.
Well, there is but one Lord of Northumbria.
You heard the Jarl. Take the gear and start digging.